Hey, welcome to the channel. It's Saturday morning. It's probably about maybe about 10:30 or something like that, and figured I'd come up by Tha Phae Gate. They're starting to get ready for Songkran, setting the stage up, and quite a lot of activity going around. A lot of people up here too. Traffic's pretty pretty stiff up here. Quality of the air today is just absolutely pitiful. Yesterday it was bad, today it's even worse, and I'll show you when I turn the camera around. But I'm gonna start here at DK Books and just kind of walk towards Tha Phae from here. And boys in brown are out doing their checkpoints, which is good. Chiang Mai traffic police, and trying to keep everybody in line. I'm sure they're catching quite a few. Get around them here and get it across the street. But it's kind of neat here. You got two turnoffs right before, and they've got those covered, so when they come around the corner they really got no place to go. And looks like they're getting them for no helmets and no driver's licenses and stuff like that. Hey, it's the law. We'll walk on past here, and then I'll shut the camera off until we get over by Tha Phae Gate. We've not had any rain for about 2 or 3 days. About since I did the last video, as a matter of fact. Yeah, he's got one right there, no helmet. There's another one. This 500 baht a piece. That's what they charge them. We'll walk over here and use the crosswalk so I don't get hit. But they say they're going to crack down on traffic violations here during the Songkran festival. And I saw somewhere that if you have a videotape of somebody driving badly and submit it to the police, they'll pay you 10,000 baht, which is good. Maybe it'll stop down on some of this bad driving that they have here. But yeah, they're at it strong. Looks like they're taking this guy's bike. He's having a bad day. But anyway, I'll turn this off till we get up towards Tha Phae Gate. There's not a lot to see here. I've seen it all before. I will probably not come up for Songkran. I'll be here the 13th, but the 14th I'm taking off for Bangkok. And Songkran starts on the 13th, but I'm not too keen on coming up here. I may drive through in the car and see what it looks like, and you know, if I can, I'll shoot a little video. But for the most part, I'm not gonna get involved in that. You know, they say this year there's going to be no water thrown, but I guarantee there will be. And I don't want to get that crappy water in my eyes, my mouth, and everywhere else. And in Bangkok, I'm not sure what they're doing. Now I'm staying right on Sukhumvit at Soi 11, and you're right up from Nana, so I'm sure they'll have something going on up there. But you know, I may take a walk up, I may not. The kids just having a ball here, playing in the sand. Ooh. As you can see, they got a great big stage set up here. So they're definitely going to have something. They're setting up kind of early too, I think. But what they may try to do is capitalize on the days that people are here. And you got your pigeon chasers over there. But you can see the sky. You know, you can't even see the mountains from here. And usually you can see Doi Suthep in the background, but it's gone. I have no clue what this will be. But it may be set up before I leave, so I may get some pictures of it after it's put up. And they're putting these things up. They've never done that before, over the road for a pretty good distance. So I don't know what they're going to do. It's kind of hard to tell. Now it looks like they've got tubing down here, so they may tube water up to the edges of the road. They used to do that. I know in 2018 and 19 they did. So maybe they're planning on doing it again this year. Who knows? Kind of interesting. I don't know if you just saw that guy, but he's smoking one of those vapes, and they were legal for quite a while. And then all of a sudden they outlawed them. There's somebody in the back of that truck all dressed up. And now you know, if you get caught with them, you get fined. But I see plenty of people walking around smoking them, and you know, they don't really pay much attention to it. It's a Tha Phae Amora. We'll walk this way a little ways. Be interesting to see how many people show up for Sunday night walking street, because that'll pretty much determine the crowd that's going to be here for Songkran, because everybody will come to walking street on Sunday night. Yeah, you look at those officers out there doing the checkpoints, and you hear a lot of bad talk about them. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, I've never had a problem with any of them. I've never had any of them ask for money. They've always been polite, and I don't usually tell them I'm a retired police officer until after they're done. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. And I've been stopped about 3 or 4 times. Twice for no helmet, and that was right in my neighborhood. I paid 200 baht that time, and then we were down by Doi Intanam when we first bought our car, and we didn't realize the plate had expired, and went through a checkpoint. And sure enough, he you know, waved us over, and I had to come to the highway police up here in Chiang Mai and pay 500 baht. But you know, they're all polite, they're nice, they're smiling, you know. So this bad reputation that they get, I don't know where it comes from. You know, I can remember back in the 70s in the United States, corruption among some of the police departments were quite a bit worse than they are here. You know, we have to remember that Thailand is still a third world country, and they do things, you know, a little bit different than we do, and you know, they may be, in some areas, they may be way behind the times. And I think law enforcement is part of that. They're more in a reactive mode than they are a proactive mode. And that just comes with the territory, because that's kind of their culture. You know, in the old days, you know, in the villages, they always had a leader of the village, and he's called the Puyaban. And when people had a problem, they'd go to the Puyaban, and he'd try to sort it out. Now, if he couldn't sort it out, he'd go to the local police station, and you know, they'd bring a police officer out there to sort it out. And things have not really changed that much since that time. You know, they don't do a lot of patrolling as far as crime prevention. They do no traffic enforcement other than what you're seeing right there. I have never, ever, in the 11 years or 12 years that I've been here, ever seen them pull somebody over in a vehicle. I've never seen it. The guy's just chilled out behind me. And that's just the way they do things. And you know, it goes back to the old times when, you know, they pretty much sat at a desk at a police station and waited for the village leader to come down and get them and say, hey, we got a problem over here. And you know, in the Western world, back in the old days, that's how they did it. You know, the sheriff would sit at his station or his office or whatever, and when somebody had a problem, they'd go see the sheriff, and the sheriff would go take care of it. And that's pretty much the way things are done here. And more often than not, you know, if two parties have a difference, it's sorted out at the police station between a police officer and the two people that have the problem. And they try to work it out that way. And if that doesn't work, then I guess they end up in the court system. But usually they work it out, and you know, maybe some money changes hands, and it goes from there. And that's just their culture. That's the way they do things here. And when we first got here, the house that we rented, a judge owned it, and he was a sitting judge in Lampang, and he had a house here, and they move the judges every 4 years, and they do that to try to keep them honest. And he had been moved to Long Pond, but I got to talking to him, and you know, he explained to me how the system worked, and you know, they don't have a jury system. They have, I think it's 3 judges that sit on a panel, and they make the decision. So you know, it's a lot different from the court systems that we're used to. Hello.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Good, how you doing? I think we will make a left here. I don't know where we're going to end up, but that's how it works. And to this day, it's still the same. You know, I got bit by a dog back, probably 6-7 years ago, and it was a dog in the neighborhood. And these people had about 7 dogs, and they just let them run wild in the neighborhood. And everybody was pretty pissed off about it. And when the dog bit me, I was on the motorbike and jumped up and bit me in the hip. And my wife and I went to the police station. And, you know, it was just a matter of telling them about it. And they said, well, you know, we can go talk to them, or, you know, we'll call them and have you two come down here and work it out. And I thought to myself, I said, nah. I said, I'll just go get my shots, forget about it. You know, if the dog bites a kid, then it's on somebody else. But that's how they do it. You know, they try to work it out between 2 parties rather than tie up the court systems. which I guess is good in a sense. But, you know, when things need to go into the court system, there shouldn't be that barrier. I think we'll go down here and make a left. But it's just the way they do it. Same way with a traffic accident. If you have a traffic accident, police will come and they'll take a report. And a lot of times they'll throw your motorcycle or whatever it is on the back of their bike, or in the back of their truck. And all the parties meet at the police station. And they'll sit down. If you've got insurance, the insurance agent will be there. And they'll work out some kind of a deal. And it usually involves paying some money. And if the parties don't agree, then it goes to the court systems. And most people don't want that to happen because it takes so long to get it through the system that by half the time they, you know, by the time they get around to calling them, the situation's already taken care of and no need to fool with it. But it's definitely different. And from what I have seen, these officers will go to great lengths not to arrest somebody. Just, they don't want to. But if, you know, if you force their hand, they'll take you away. And I don't care how big and how bad you are, you're going to go to jail, and you might have some lumps on your head when you get there. But they're very, very passive. You know, I've seen instances where, you know, they've confronted people, and then back in the States, you know, we'd have had our guns out and ready to drop the guy. And you know, they'll take a different approach to it. Sometimes they're successful and sometimes they're not. I think we'll make a left here. I think we'll go down to the next street. But it's just the way things are done. That's got to be worth some money right there. Got to be worth some money. What does that say? POAS. Huh. Somebody was telling me what that place was back when it was open. But I forget. Just to get your bicycle fixed or rent a bicycle. Villa sur Lana. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make a left up here. It's not a good day to be out walking around. The smoke is, you know, I can feel it in my throat as I'm breathing. And I feel like I'm exerting a little bit more energy than I usually do when I'm out walking around. So it's not real good to be out in it. And although a mask helps, it doesn't do everything. And I'll give you, for instance, Thursday night, we went to a concert. I think I put a short down in the bottom of it. And before we left, my wife had opened up my windows in my bedroom, or not in my bedroom, in my office more than anything else, or my man cave, whatever you want to call it. Which is something I don't normally do. And I've got an air cleaner in there that also registers the AQI. And it usually runs around 1, 2, maybe 3 at the most. And we came back, it was at like 48. And I closed the windows, and within an hour it had dropped back down. So there's a lot of particles in the air, and we're not having fires right now. So it's kind of a question as to where this smoke is coming from. Now, I talked to my friend in Bangkok, and he's got the same thing down there, so it may be all over Southeast Asia. But it's definitely, it's not fun. Restaurant, pizzeria. Oh, I've never tried that. It's down that alley. Yeah. Guy's got his little stand up right on the corner of the street. Free coffee and tea. Hello, how are you?
We have coffee from the internon and tea, red tea dragon.
Okay.
You can try free.
That's okay. Thank you.
ครับผม
It's pretty neat. One Sky 5C.
Yeah.
Do you have a website?
Facebook.
Yeah. Do you have Facebook?
Yeah, never.
Yeah. This
Oh,
is
okay.
One Sky 5C.
Current farmer.
Okay.
Yeah, the current people, we help them, the farmer in the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, this is organic.
Iced coffee?
Yeah,
Let me have iced coffee.
iced coffee, the black coffee, no? Okay. What
We
taste you like?
Strong.
Strong? Okay.
Strong.
Yeah, maybe dark.
Where you come from, sir?
I live in Hangdong.
Live in Hang Dong.
Yeah.
You look like a Thai guy แล้วเนี่ย
No. Are you here all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every day morning, we here 9 o'clock to the 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have a YouTube channel, so all my viewers that will see it.
Yeah, okay, come. Thank you.
Come here and buy some coffee from them, or get some coffee and make a donation.
Yeah, thank you.
They are right at the corner. Road Soy 3.
Fresh coffee, and then inside we'll have like the broming. The first water
bit.
is broming inside. So they will have like the mushroom to go up like that, like the braid. Yeah, this is a fresh coffee.
Yeah.
They will have
Can't get any
some-
fresher than that.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Just plain straight black.
Yeah. This couple.
That's okay. I don't care. Thank you. Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you ขอบคุณนะครับ
Bye bye. Very good. Excellent.
The farmer พูดนะ
Yeah, really. Whew. That's some stout coffee. It tastes good too. Oh. Woo. I will not sleep tonight. But that's okay. Whoa, that stuff is strong. The Lost Bookshop. We're at Soi 1 now. It'll be interesting to see how the crowds are. You get a good judge of how many people are actually up here. Free bananas. Whoa. Swaddy cop. Whew. And we're right out on the corner now, where we started out. And I see a trash can right here. Well, I'm going to end this video right here. I hope y'all enjoyed this little walk and talk. And we'll see what happens on the 13th. I'm not sure I'll come down here or not. I may just ride through or something, or maybe come through on the motorbike or something. I don't really know. But 14th, I'm headed to Bangkok. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do down there as far as videos are concerned. They're really not popular on this channel. And, you know, I think I'm going to go down and just enjoy myself. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.